we are. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Say hi, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Kira Macy and I are live at Guam Windward Memorial visiting Frank, so you guys could see him. Turn it around. Yeah, and someone left this rose. I think it's a rose or it's a flower. So whoever left that here, thank you so much for leaving that here for him. Have no idea, there's no name, but it's always nice to know that there's other people that come up and visit Frank. Part of the reason why we decided to lay him to rest so that everyone could have an opportunity to come visit him. So, hi Auntie Juanita. Say hi to Auntie Juanita.
Hi.
So anyways, I just, yesterday was Frank's 54-month angelversary, and every 17th of the month, we always do something to honor Frank, whether it's to release balloons or to eat his favorite food, or do something that he liked to do. We've done many different things to honor him. We've gotten really creative over time. But I wasn't able to come up to the cemetery yesterday because of some things that were going on, and I had to be in town early in the morning, and then by the time I came back down this way, the cemetery was already closed. So Kira and I decided we were going to come up today, right? And visit Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're up here. The weather's actually beautiful on Guam. It's not as hot as it normally is. Best time of the year to come visit or to be here on the island because it's our coolest time of the month. This morning, I think the weather was at like 70 something degrees. But anyways, I was meeting with my team this morning and was, just reminded about different things about grief, right? I'm not the only person that knows a ton about grief. I've got amazing grief recovery specialists on the island with me that are just as much experts around grief as I am. But one of the things that I was reminded of this morning was that we all have lived experiences that are different and unique to each of us, but they're relatable stories to those of you that are out there that follow our journey and come to our grief talks. And so we have one coming up on January 23rd, as I mentioned on my last live. It's this coming Thursday at the Chip Cafe. And one of the things that we're going to shift in doing in our grief talks is that we are going to share more of our stories, get to see and listen to more of the grief recovery specialists that are here on Guam, that are practicing the method, that are delivering the method, and be able to share their stories. And some of their stories don't include the death of a loved one. Grief is so much more than just that, right? Mine is because I became a widow. Some other people have different losses, loss of parents, loss of children, loss of identity. Some have suffered from trauma. And so there's many different reasons why people will grieve. And again, it isn't just the death of a loved one. So I want to invite all of you to come out to the Chip Cafe on, January 23rd, that's next week, Thursday, and come and hear the stories of not just the grief recovery specialists on Guam, but we have invited some of our clients that have gone through the method with us and have experienced transformation and healing in their own lives, and they're going to come out and talk to you about some of their stories. And guys, if you're out there and you're some of those people that have gone through some of the programs with myself or any one of the specialists on island, I want to encourage you to come out and get a hold of the person that you worked with, or get a hold of us on our Facebook page and let us know if you're willing to come out and be courageous enough to share your story, because everyone's story is relatable to someone, and everyone's story will inspire hope and light and courage and love to someone else. And the grief recovery method is all about taking you from that dark place and bringing you to a place of light and hope and transformation in your healing journey, whether you've just started it or you've tried to get on it and you've tried many different things and not a lot of things have helped you. So I want to encourage you and let you know that the grief recovery method is another option for you, especially if you've tried many different things. So I want to just put that out there and let you know that it's not about just the death of a loved one. That certainly is the most significant, probably the deepest for most people. But there's so many different losses. If you think about the experiences that you've had in life, I want you to know that grief is about the conflicting feelings caused by the end of or change in a familiar pattern of behavior. And what exactly does that mean? Come out and listen to our dynamic dream team, Michelle Sasamoto, Bobby Titan, my mom, Bernice McGill, and they're going to share their lived experiences around grief and loss and what the grief recovery method has done for them, what the grief recovery method is, what is those conflicting feelings that we deal with, and how does that constitute grief. What are some of the physical conditions that go on in our bodies because we tend to store, suppress, mask, or numb our emotions instead of feeling, acknowledging, and allowing our bodies to heal. So there's going to be so much information that we're going to provide you. We're going to share with you why the grief recovery method is super transformational, why you need to take action to heal your heart, why grief isn't just suffering the death of a loved one. So I'm going to take Kira Macy to go spend some time with Lily Grace, and we're going to spend the weekend together. So guys, have an amazing weekend. If you're on Guam, I hope to see you on Thursday. And if you're on any other part of the world, tune in to Facebook because we are going to go live. It's 6 p.m. Guam time to 8 p.m. So until then, much love and light. Take care. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. Say bye.